The echoing forest, the small village of Eldermoor, was nestled on the edge of an ancient forest, a dark and brooding mass of twisted trees and dense undergrowth. The villagers spoke of strange sounds that echoed from within, especially at night when the wind howled through the branches like mournful whispers. It was said that once you heard the echo, it would never leave you. One autumn evening, just as the sun dipped below the horizon, young Thomas dared to enter the forest. He was a curious boy, always seeking adventure. The villagers warned him, but his sense of exploration outweighed their tales of dread. As Thomas ventured deeper, the trees seemed to close in around him. The air grew colder, and a thick fog rolled in, shrouding everything in a ghostly white. He heard the first echo, then a faint, indistinguishable sound that sent a shiver down his spine. It seemed to come from all directions, an eerie chorus that grew louder with each step. "Who's there?" he called out, his voice trembling. Only the echoes answered, mimicking his question and distorting it until it sounded almost like a taunt. He pressed on, the thrill of the unknown pulling him further into the forest's heart. He stumbled upon a clearing, where the fog was thinner, revealing an ancient, crumbling stone structure. It looked like the remnants of a long-forgotten chapel, overtaken by the relentless grip of nature. As he approached, the echoes intensified, now resembling whispers that swirled around him. "Thomas," he froze. The voice had spoken his name, clear and deliberate. Panic surged through him, but curiosity kept him rooted in place. He stepped into the chapel, its once grand walls now barely standing, covered in moss and ivy. In the center of the chapel was a pedestal, and on it lay a dusty, leather-bound book. Thomas reached out, his fingers brushing the cover, and the whispers ceased abruptly, leaving an unsettling silence. He opened the book, revealing page after page of names. His heart pounded as he turned each one, recognizing some from the village people who had disappeared over the years, never to be seen again. The final page was blank, except for a single name written in a shaky hand, Thomas. A chill ran down his spine as he heard footsteps behind him. He spun around, but the chapel was empty. The fog outside thickened, creeping into the chapel like grasping fingers. The whispers returned, louder and more frantic. "Thomas, leave." He dropped the book and ran, his breath coming in ragged gasps. The forest seemed alive, branches clawing at him as he stumbled through the fog. The echoes chased him, repeating his name in a cacophony of voices. He burst out of the forest and collapsed on the village green, gasping for air. The villagers gathered around, their faces etched with concern and fear. They helped him to his feet, but Thomas knew he would never be free of the forest's grasp. From that night on, he heard the echoes wherever he went, faint whispers in the wine, the creak of floorboards at night, even in the laughter of children. The forest had marked him, and its echoes would follow him to his grave. Years later, Thomas's disappearance became another story for the villagers to tell, a name added to the list in the ancient book. The forest remained, dark and silent, waiting for the next curious soul to heed its call.